Marcus here, mate. Hope you're well. So, just reviewing today's catch-up. First of all, just the chipping at the end of today. So, at the start of the chipping, when we sort of spoke about that, we can sort of see how your feet were quite wide. The ball was certainly sort of further forward in your stance, okay? And you had a little bit of shaft lean there, but not enough that's needed for a chip shot. So, at the end of the lesson, you know, we spoke about feet, one club head apart, okay, ball just inside that back foot, and you can see how there you got a little bit more lean on the shaft, okay. So in cricket terms, you know, your chip is more just that little punch, like you said, or just that blocking it back to the bowler sensation. So, you know, if you can keep it travelling at the same speed, you can have a lot more chance of controlling the distance. But as I said, big change there in obviously the setup, which was the key difference. So very good. I want to obviously recap on the fuller swing stuff that we spoke about. So obviously today, you know, a lot of it was about posture and understanding, you know, how far away from the ball you need to be. So a couple of key differences there. Obviously setup, you can sort of see quite flat across your pelvis, and then your bend from your spine was already starting to sort of get that hunch halfway up. So you can really start to sort of see how much of your upper spine was curved there. All right, now we spoke about getting a little bit more hinge or bend from your hips, and then that straight away tidies up all that sort of unnecessary bend. So that's a lot better looking posture, and it's going to allow you to rotate more efficiently throughout the swing. Now your distance from the ball, just remember, number one, set the club head behind the ball, okay? Then go ahead, feel that you're getting into your sort of bend whilst maintaining the straightness in your spine, and then you can set your feet at the end, all right? So set the club head first, then bend forward, and then your feet. Whereas what you were doing earlier, I think you were just planting your feet and then trying to sort of alter the distance, and that's where you were getting a bit lost. But obviously, day and night difference there between those two. Now, what that was causing, it was obviously we felt from there that there was a few moving parts. Okay, so earlier there was quite a lot of backswing. We look at where you are at the very top there. Okay, and you know you were hitting those shots there about 150 metres on average earlier. All right, this one went a little bit less, but you know, you hit it bang out of the middle of the club. And if we have a look at how much shorter the backswing looks, so you've made the same amount of rotation, you've still rotated enough here, but obviously there, if I went across your left arm, still a little bit of bend, but obviously much less movement and much less bend than what there was there. You can start to sort of see the hands were ending up pretty much on the telephone. The hands were up there above your head near that right ear. Whereas here you've got that, you've got that stretch and width away from you, which then in turn is going to mean coming back down, you don't need to make any adjustments. Okay, so back at impact, we can see this particular shot bottomed out at the right spot, club hitting sort of ball and ground simultaneously, and then club staying on the ground. And that to me, a lot of that is a result of keeping that left arm straighter. So you know, when you get those top shots or those shots where the club doesn't bottom out or take any divot, it's because you did hit a little bit, that arm was folding too much. We see a little bit of it earlier, but these were good shots earlier, so you kind of compensated and got away with it, but as we sort of discussed, you can't consistently compensate. That's actually same frame, but if you have a look at the slight lean forward, and you're able to get that because of the less backswing. So once again, that was looking a little bit scoopy. I didn't actually show you in the lesson, but just have a look at how different the path looked, okay, going up. So once you got into good posture, have a look at where the club was going more up in your backswing. So if we look at head height, and the club's the same height as your head, pretty much that shaft is pointing back damn close to the golf ball. Now earlier, okay, again, I didn't point this out, but I just noticed it now. All right, have a look at how much flatter the swing was here. So at head height, same point in time, all right, the club was on a much, much flatter plane. And obviously the flatter it is, the more directional control, more problems you're going to have with direction. So that's really, really good playing, completely different positions without even really thinking about it too much. So, mate, well done. Some good things, but just recapping today, good posture, and obviously really trying to feel that stretch in that left arm in your backswing and shorten it up drastically. So good luck, and keep us posted.